I would like to invite Professor Abdullah Hawaj, the founding president and chairman of the board of trustees, to say a few words about our today's symposium. Please welcome him with me.
بالعربي نتحكى. There is only we could translate for the others. I would like to thank I would like to thank, of course, first the College of IT for their initiative. And it's very, very important, that small universities, like us, can really develop things in IT. And I always, bring this story. And believe me, it's true. The story of Ali Sharif. You've heard it from me many times, huh? And it's true. Ali Sharif was a Bahraini who used to work in one of the computer companies in the 60s. And I remember him, And he was so busy trying to do Nafida, a program called Nafida. Microsoft, somebody was intelligent from Microsoft, approached him and paid him something very, I think it's about $50,000 or something like that, to give them the source code of the ideas and all that. You believe it? Windows. So Windows was a Bahraini invention. And it's true. That's not propaganda. How much Windows in the world? I don't think it's billions. I think it's trillions of dollars. Because everybody in the world have used Microsoft, have used Windows, So I always start with this. Look, small country. And that's why I think, and this is for the IT professionals, we do not need big, giant factories. We just need people working together, quiet, with a few instruments, and we could be somebody. We can do something. And the stories of Steve Jobs, the stories of all of them, it's very similar, But I started with very small idea from a Bahraini in a small company. I'm sure Ahmed must have read about it or heard about it at least. I don't know if the company still exists or not. It exists, And Windows all over the world, So I think, that's the reason why I think these IT professionals of IT people, those who are studying IT, including Wasan and Samia and كلهم I think they can do something, if they work really with the determination that we want to prove something, سهيل الدكتور شو يسمونه جديدي سريش, all of them, براء فاي ثينك حسن رزاقي بعد ما ننساه, لان اشوف انا كل عبالي مات الحين طلع حسن حجار كريم, you have والله gold opportunity from the university. We will support you wholeheartedly if you produce really publications, if you really work hard this, and you could put us in the spot where we want to be, And I always, since the beginning, since day one of this university, when we established it, we started with two schools or two colleges. And I remember, I insisted one of them called Mathematical Sciences and IT, and the other was the business. Business, of course, because it's an easier topic, it brings money. But we thought the other will really make us billionaires, because one or two ideas could do the job. So really, I take this opportunity. First of all, I thank the dean. And I think, we can do something in IT, and we're very serious about it. And if you want even, I was hoping that you've invited our BIT people, because they are also involved in IT. And IT need a lot of practice, a lot of trials and errors, a lot of, and you can do it, So I just really, I want to just stop here, because we know we've done very well in QS ranking, and some of the QS ranking was because of research in Scopus. And I'm happy to tell you also that the College of IT has a very large portion of that. When Fardoon showed us the results, he put Wasan in the top also. And that's why she became fatter. They all, but that's why she became big a bit. So I think, we can do better, really, and I thank everybody who really has a reason for us, because it's very important for us, the international recognition and the international ranking. And this is not only to attract a student, to convince our people and authorities here that Ahliya University is a very serious university, and we want really to be recognized, and publication is something nobody can deny us, and we in the university, we support it very wholeheartedly, really, and we think it's the way. So I really thank everybody here. Of course, professor who came from Saudi Arabia also, Dr. Adil, he's a very close friend. So Ahmed Hijari, really I thank you very much, and I urge the college really to expand their contacts. It's a very, very important to collaborate and cooperate. This is really the message for all of us. So thank you very much, and I hope that you really enjoy this IT postgraduate forum or whatever it's called, because postgraduate students are very important. And you're in IT. We have a professor in computer science from Brunel University who is going to give you, I think, a lecture today also. So anybody who's interested in doing PhD in computer science or in IT in Brunel through Ahliya has the chance to see that, today, inshallah. Thank you very much. Thank you indeed.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for this encourageable speech, the speech that has full of ambition, hope, and support. And now I would like to invite Professor Mansoor Alaali, Ahliya President, to give a speech about this symposium.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning. Professor Abdullah Hawaj, Ahmed Hujari, our guests from the University of Bahrain and Saudi Arabia, and most importantly, our dear students, and obviously the colleagues from the IT College. First of all, I'm very pleased that this event, this symposium, has taken place, and I want to seize the opportunity to thank the Dean, Dr. Wassan, and all her team who have made the effort to start this series of postgraduate students Research Day. You already know, Prof. Abdullah mentioned about the QS ranking, but let me tell you what happened in the last month. Last month we won the Football Cup. Last week we attended the launching of the book by Professor Abdullah about the Prime Minister's Office, Majlis al-Rais. The night before we attended a basketball team and we won. And clearly, yesterday we concluded a 2-day research forum, the 6th. So you can see that Ahliya is active. And we are active through our faculty and through our students. Now, with this being a specialized event or symposium or forum in IT, which is my field, let me sort of talk about this field a little bit. You know, many years back, they gave us a research paper to read when I was doing my undergraduate studies. The paper said there'll be no programmers after 10 years. Imagine that was in the 70s. Now, 40 years later, 40 plus years later, there is a bigger need for programmers. In those days, when they said there'll be no need for programmers in 10 years, there was not much issue about computer security. Very small, because internet working was limited. Now, the whole world, all the countries of the world cannot get enough educated and well-trained computer security specialists. And Bahrain is no exception. The demand is so high. Many years ago, there was no mobile phones, there was no apps. Now, many people have become millionaires from making a small app on the phone. Now, if you ask me the percentage of apps till today, as opposed to what will happen in 10 years, I'll say probably 5%. So every one of you has a big potential, faculty, students. The potential is high for you to be an entrepreneur. The potential is very high for you to be a researcher. The potential is very high for you to get an excellent job. And we were talking this morning with Ahmed Hujari and how His Royal Highness the Crown Prince brought Amazon to Bahrain. And I think at the initial stage they have 800 vacancies for specialists. Now, the beauty about IT is that you don't need a factory. You don't need walls. You don't need security people guarding the factory. You don't need much equipment. It's your brain and a little machine in front of you, which is shrinking all the time, from a big PC to a little thing. The potentials are very high. Now, let me also move a bit. Dr. Wassan was telling me, Professor Abdullah mentioned it. It means she's keen. She's very interested in that. She'd mentioned that our postgraduate master students should publish with the faculty the results of their dissertation. Totally true. We don't want to make it a condition you don't graduate till you publish, but it's highly encouraged. And I want to move to also how we teach computing. How we should teach computing. 2 months ago, we went to the UK and they showed us how they teach computer security in Edinburgh University. What I noticed, it's hands-on. It's hands-on. A lot of it is hands-on. Less talking, more hands-on. Let me also tell you something else. Last month I was in Jeddah and the president of Waterloo University gave the approach of their university into teaching. how employability and research is embedded into the curriculum. And that's what we are doing here at Ahliya. You'll find there is a big change now in the way you are taught. You'll find that we are now embedding research and embedding employability skills from day one. We are doing that. I was very happy when the president of Waterloo University said that the day a student joins the university, they're attached or associated with a company. Maybe it's something we should try to work on. Our IT skills are sort of being developed. Now, I'm also happy to tell you that really our alumni, the graduates, the employability rate for them is very high and very fast. After 6 months, they all get jobs. I'm also very pleased to tell you that a lot of our graduates have become managers and directors in IT or of IT. So the way we are doing it now, I think there's somebody here. Hussein, where's Hussein? There is Hussein. Mabruk Hussein. So you are one of our flags. But let me tell you about reading or studying IT as a student and as a faculty. Without making this into a lecture, this is supposed to be a thank you and welcome speech. But just a few more words. See, if you're studying physics or maths or history or there's a change in everything in the world. The whole world is dynamic and rotating. The whole galaxies are moving. Now, medicine, the medical field is evolving a lot in medication and research. But nothing moves faster than IT. And another thing, IT provides the biggest opportunities in the world for you as an IT specialist or an IT user. The opportunities are too wide. How do you then, if you just go through the studying and close your doors and close your eyes, you will progress, you will learn. But what I'm asking you to do is read research papers. Look at the website of the leading companies of the world. Make sure once a week, once a month, you look at the website of Microsoft, see what they have. The website of Oracle, the website of Cisco. That way you know what is happening. And probably I think the largest number of journals are in IT or IT related. Probably the largest number of conferences are in IT or IT related. So this gives a lot of hope. This is a dynamic field. Now, really, we have excellent faculty. We have really an excellent setup. And we want you to, we looked at some projects yesterday. Some of them were IT. I was really impressed by some of them. So this is the way we move forward. And at the same time, always keep your eye on serving your local community. Meaning, try to keep your eyes open for projects and research that serves Bahrain. And there is plenty of them, as well as long-term and short-term research. Thank you very much, and best of luck. Thank you. Thank you.